Aisha adjusted her headscarf. It felt strange, foreign. She wasn't used to it. Not really. But this was her game now. Her new house, a palace compared to her old apartment, came with whispers. People gossiped. They wouldn't expect the owner to be a young black woman. So Aisha played the part. She became the help. Her introduction to the neighbors was simple. "This is Aisha, our new maid. She's a real gem, Mr. Davis," the realtor announced. Aisha smiled politely, her eyes downcast. Inside, she smirked. Let them think what they want. They wouldn't suspect a thing. The Davises left, leaving Aisha alone in the grand house. Their words echoed in her ears. So fortunate. Hard-working girl. Keeps the place spotless. She chuckled. They had no idea. It was her spotless, her hard work. This was her victory. Days turned into weeks. Aisha settled into her role. She learned the rhythm of the house, the neighborhood, the people. The assumptions were almost comical. The garden club ladies, dripping in pearls, treated her like she couldn't understand their English. The delivery guys underestimated her, surprised when she signed the receipts with perfect penmanship. One day, Mrs. Patterson, a neighbor known for her gossip, came over. She brought cookies for the staff, she declared. Aisha accepted them graciously. "You're a godsend, Aisha," Mrs. Patterson gushed. "The way you keep this place..." Aisha just smiled, her secret a delicious weight on her tongue. Later that week, it was the book club meeting. Aisha overheard their conversation. They were discussing Toni Morrison. So insightful, one woman sighed, but so tragic. Aisha almost laughed. They wouldn't believe her if she told them she had all of Morrison's novels, first editions, in her library upstairs. "Why the charade?" people whispered. They always did. A single black woman inheriting a fortune? They wouldn't believe her success was earned. They would question her, doubt her, attribute it to luck or worse. So Aisha played the role they expected. She became invisible, blending into the background. It gave her freedom to observe, to learn the rules of their game. She listened to their conversations, their prejudices, their assumptions. She learned their weaknesses, their strengths, their secrets. Knowledge she knew was power. She wasn't just a maid, she was a silent observer, a strategist. This charade was her armor, protecting her from their judgment, their greed. It was a shield she wore with pride, knowing her truth lay beneath, waiting for the perfect moment to be unveiled. The annual neighborhood gala was approaching. It was the social event of the year, and Aisha had a plan. The day arrived. Aisha, in her usual attire, served drinks, her eyes scanning the crowd. Then she saw him, Mr. Thompson, the lawyer who handled her inheritance. He spotted her, surprise registering on his face. She gave him a subtle nod. He cleared his throat, getting the crowd's attention. "Ladies and gentlemen," he announced, "I'd like to introduce you to the real owner of this house, Miss Aisha Johnson." A hush fell over the room. All eyes turned to Aisha. She gracefully set down the tray, walked towards the stunned crowd, and smiled. "Surprised?" she asked, her voice calm and strong. "I understand. Assumptions can be misleading. But I'm not just the maid. I'm a writer, an entrepreneur, and yes, the proud owner of this house." She looked around the room, her gaze steady. "It's time we challenge our perceptions and see each other for who we truly are." The applause, when it came, was deafening. Please like and subscribe to our channel and come back for more delightful cuisine content.